So we are currently going to head out to meet up with Buddy. Alright, so we made it to the location where we're gonna meet up Devin, but I guess I got here a little bit sooner than he did. So now it's just a matter of waiting for him and just receiving the turbo. So we made it back to the house. Package has been secured. We finally have that stock 1JZ turbo, and it's honestly in relatively clean condition. So for you guys that have been wondering where the Supra has been, it's just been sitting here, storing parts, collecting dust. I'm not really proud of myself. I've been letting it sit for too long and I really want to get done. So hopefully very soon I'm able to get all this sorted out and finally have a running car. Alright guys, so the last clip you guys saw was filmed a couple days ago. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, which would be the, I don't know what day it is, I don't have my watch on. Let me see. Hold on. 27th of November. So we're going to shop right now, get some work done on the Supra. We already got the turbo from Devin, and so we'll be able to install the turbo. So let's go to shop, install the turbo, and by the end of today we should be able to move the Supra again. Alright guys, so we made it to shop, and the Supra's just under its cover, giving us a little peek. There she is, just chilling next to my dad's 71 F100. So the way we have it set up down here is that we unbolted the turbo elbow from the actual turbo, and the downpipe and everything stayed on attached. So we're gonna have to go to the turbo over here and detach this turbo elbow. We have the turbo. The turbo elbow was taken off. Now, we got all the parts in here. We're gonna pull out this box, start bolting up the manifold back on. So now we have the manifold out. Now we're just gonna throw it on in the proper orientation, throw it back into the car. Alright, so there we have it. Turbo's all put together with the manifold. That's the old turbo, just checking the lines, making sure nothing is cracked or extremely kinked that won't, let us use it. We have the manifold, the turbo on, so the only thing left to do is down in there. I don't know how well you can see, if you can even see it. Alright, so right here, that bolt right there, that is actually the one for the turbo feed, and everything else is bolted up. We just need to bolt up the last three on this side of the runner, tighten that turbo feed, put on the turbo elbow, and connect it to the downpipe, and just all the whole intake J pipe system connected to the intercooler piping. So it's getting pretty late and I'm getting pretty hungry, so we're just gonna call it a day, come back tomorrow and continue on it. Alright, so as you guys can see, turbo's been bolted on. For the most part, everything's pretty much done. Just gotta connect this coolant line. Let's see what else we have to connect. Just a couple miscellaneous things that need to get bolted on. Then we need to throw on the turbo elbow, and then just connect the downpipe. Put on the J pipe, intercooler charging thingy system, and we should be pretty much set right there to get it started. Alright, so there we go. I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see. Downpipe is on. Now we just need to throw on all the what's it called, the heat shields and intake and connect any for the pipe. Hopefully we get that first start right now. So from the looks of it, it seems like we will be getting that first start. So cross our fingers, everything is good, and we won't have to replace this turbo again. Alright, so for the most part, everything's pretty much done. Everything's put back together, everything's wired up. Still needs a little bit of cleaning up to do, but you know, I want to get that first start going. So let's go out to the back, start this bad boy up and see if this turbo was worth it. Cross our fingers, everything's good. Let's get that sound clip. Alright, so there you guys have it. The car's running a little bit like on the higher idle. There's probably like something that's like messed around in the vacuum, so you know we'll have to look for it. But other than that, just you know, a little bit of residue, oil residue from the previous turbo, so it's burning all that out. But yeah, so most of it's pretty much done. We got a couple things we need to address, like finishing off the boost solenoid for the boost controller, and just a couple other things we need to tidy up. But for the most part, it runs. It sounds pretty good. I'm pretty excited with what we got done today. So we'll do one more sound clip and a little bit of a rev. Not too much because obviously you don't want to run it without the radiator. But you know, just give a little something so you guys get the idea of what we have in store.